What's up, what's up, what's up? Just if you're in the house. Okay, so I want to continue the Hakuyen stories. And so anyway, my friend, I went to visit him and we chatted a little bit. Oh, what was that? maybe on the phone. Okay, I don't remember if I told you, but yeah. So we chatted on the phone and he was telling me he went to the hospital because he had some complications with his these lymphs in his lymph nodes, I think they call it, lymph nodes or something like that, in his throat after he had his tonsils taken out or something. And so his Osaka family, the guy, he took him to the hospital Saturday and they checked him and they couldn't find out what was wrong exactly, and they took some x-ray pictures and stuff, and the doctor was telling his Osaka father, I call him, that either he had there was a bacteria infection or cancer. And so he told me that, I was like, oh my God, I was like panicking. I was like, oh man, maybe you need to start reading up on different cures for cancer, because if you take chemotherapy, from what I understand, it just tears your body up and you probably end up dying anyway. And I was telling him how one of my friends who I know, he's the guy that's in my golf videos, he recently died of cancer. And he was going through treatment and everything. And the last time I saw him, I don't know, it was just something, I was just talking about cures and stuff, that they have that he should check up on and stuff. And but he was a little doubtful and stuff. But anyway, he came and we were talking and stuff. And then I told him I'd get him some, and I got a week. I called him and didn't get any answer or anything. And then about a week later or something, last week, 2 weeks ago, his son called me and told me what happened. I was like, wow, it's really sad. But so anyway, they went to the hospital and they checked, and the guy paid for everything. Plus, because he got insurance too, so it wasn't that much. And also, he's due to go into the hospital. What day is that? Tomorrow or the day after tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. So today he went out and stood post with his sign and stuff, and he did that this week, I think Monday, and he said he had got like 2 students in one day and one lady. He taught one class also, and his student bought him some food from McDonald's because that's where he taught at and stuff. So it's and then today's stand post, and then he'll go to Umeda, and since I watch him walk around and stuff, I want to go, but I gotta work though. But I told him to send me his location in the hospital, because I'm definitely gonna go see him Friday for sure. And it was interesting because he was telling me how he called his aunt and stuff, and she called him, and then the person that abandoned him, his family member that abandoned him, had called him, and they were talking, and I was like, when he told me, I was like, man, I said, man, I don't know, you nice. If that was me, I would have straight told him, like, man, listen, you promised you was going to help take care of this stuff, and you abandoned me in Japan. Then, some Japanese person I don't even know just meet me on the street, start talking to me. He's, because like, he got to go to school, but because he can't, he need a note and stuff. And he said that the Japanese guy was not happy because, not in him, but, the price went up from like $1,600 to $1,800 and stuff, and the guy was like kind of shocked, I guess, because he was expecting to pay one price. But, they went and stuff and talked, and he told the kid, don't worry about it, I'll pay it, and he'll talk to the school too. And also, that freeway that goes to, the freeway over there, if you can see it, the bridge that goes to, it connects to Nara. I haven't been there yet, but I haven't taken that road to Nada, but it's free, toll free. But anyway, he told my friend that he'll take care of everything, not to worry about it. He called the school and everything, and then he's gonna hook him up with cable and dishwashing. I mean, not dishwashing, but a washing machine for his clothes and stuff like that. So it's interesting. And also that guy, also set him up with a friend, one of his friends who owned a construction company, and he would work on Saturdays, like, I don't know, a few hours or whatever. He got $200 and stuff. So it's cool. But it was really interesting is that how he's standing post, you know, and just getting these customers. I mean, it's really interesting. And the rate, I told him at the rate that he's going, you know, every month from where he's standing now, and if it was go at that same rate, he would end up making like $42,000 in a year, you know. And we did the calculations and stuff, because it was funny. We were talking about the 400 or 500 yen I had spent at the because he didn't have any. Well, he had some money, but he only had like $20. So I say, oh, I'll buy it, you know, don't worry, I'll pay for it and stuff, you know, sell the board and markers and stuff. And I was saying, like, so how much did you make in it so far? He was like, oh, about rounded off maybe $400 he made a month or something like that. And he said, yeah, I made 100%. And I started laughing. And I was saying, you make 100%, 100% is only $8. You know, and he was laughing, and I was like, you made more like 10,000% or something like that, you know. And it was funny because after that we started talking about money and stuff, and how it's funny how people, they'll want the percentage, but they don't really do the math. So it's like if somebody let you invest, like, let's say $1,000 to keep it simple, and want 10% of the investment back, so that means you got to give them 100 plus, I mean 1,000 plus extra $100, right? And I said, but if you were to make use that 10,000, they want 10% back or 20% back, you know, whatever. And then, but with that 10,000, you end up making 50,000, but you just give them $1,100. They would be like, oh my God, you know, I'm happy. And it was funny, you know, because yeah, it was just funny, you know, because sometimes I was getting these conversations about mathematics. But yeah, I'm kind of sad, you know, that he has to go to the hospital for like 3 or 4 days, you know. And it's, I mean, you know, we talked last night, you know, for a while, a little bit, and then I don't know, it's just a sad, I mean, it's really a sad story, you know, because I mean, you know, we got all this thing that's going on about black people, how, you know, on YouTube and everywhere, everything, everybody's talking about, oh, white people this, white people that, and they're not treating us fair. And I'm always telling people, you know, why should a white man have to go to school, you know, take all his, you know, take the time to do what he got to do, and then got to worry about his people and his kids and the black man himself and the black man's kids and family too. You know, I said, you know, that's really stressful. I mean, you know, and then at the same time, you know, you have black people talking about, you know, shopping at black stores and this and that, and yet people in your own family is just dogging you out, you know, and stuff like that. You know, like I said a long time ago, the same thing happened to me, you know, and it really woke me up, you know, about family and the family life, and who you need to be depending on, who you need to be depending on, and that person you need to depend on is yourself. But it's interesting, you know, that happens. You know, it's like, oh well, now I got money, let me be the slave master to the black man too, you know, the people that's in your family. But yeah, the guy's gonna pay for the hotel costs and everything. Hopefully, you know, they got insurance. I've been telling them when he get out, he need to talk to the guy, see if he need insurance so he can get some money for staying in the hospital. But maybe it might be just cheaper not to get it, but I'm not sure. And yeah, my friend said he's gonna go for his BA. I told him just go for the AA, because that's all you need to get to. That's all you need to have to get into the state. I mean, to get a visa to work in Japan and stuff. you don't need a BA, even though the companies want BAs, but Japanese law, you don't need to just AA. So, and it's, yeah, but yeah, it's interesting. And he was telling me how he stand posts, and one of his roommates, a black guy, sees him out there and always ridiculing him and stuff, and it sucks, you know. And then he said, oh no, I can't say. If he says I can say it, then I'll say it. But you know, he was talking about some things about what he discovered about the other guy and stuff. I was like, wow. I was like, wow, it's so weird. You know, people, they'll criticize you. You know, because I mean, you know, why criticize him for out there, you know, doing it? I mean, you know, because like he told me when his family member abandoned him, and I was like, what you gonna do? And he was like, he didn't know. Then the apartment that he was the Airbnb place he was staying in the last 7 days to 10 days, he was without electricity and stuff like that. And the person that he kept contacting was like ignoring him or something, you know, didn't take care of it real quick. And then like 3 days before he had to move out, you know, he was like worried about what he's gonna do. But his Japanese father came in and helped him out and got him another Airbnb place for 4 days, and then got him that apartment he's in. And then how can I say that? And then got in the apartment, and then he was there for like 10 days. I mean, like a week or so. I don't know how long he was there for. It didn't tell. I mean, he didn't have gas. You know, he didn't tell me. He was trying to tell the guy, but the guy, he works in another city, in a whole different prefecture, so it was kind of hard. You know, so I was going to tell one of my friends that I know up in Osaka to come and, you know, get it turned on for him. But I was like, nah, we shouldn't do that, because if the guy finds out that somebody else is helping him, then maybe, you know, he'll say, oh, well, since you got somebody else, then let them help you or something like that. I don't know the case, but, you know, it's kind of rude, though, you know. So I just told him to wait. So he got his gas turned on. Next, he's going to get his internet and stuff. But, yeah, it's a really sad situation, you know. And I hope his health gets better. You know, it's nothing serious. But I told him to start really doing some investigation. We even said, you know, even marijuana. I think I saw this thing, news or something, news or article or something on internet where they've discovered a cancer-killing something in hemp, marijuana plants, and so they're working on that and stuff. And it's interesting, because I'm sure you all know why marijuana was banned, because I heard it was because some company in the States would lose a lot of money because hemp was good to make paper and stuff, and it wouldn't turn yellow. And even Ford himself made a car out of hemp, you know, marijuana plants, that was stronger than steel, you know, more durable. And they took a steel axe and hit it, and it bent and popped back in place, you know. And it's cheap. I hear it only takes like 8 months to fully grow and stuff like that. So it was, you know, but of course they're gonna lose money. So they said that, oh, you know, Mexicans and blacks are gonna smoke weed and rape white women, so they help out of this stuff, you know. It's interesting. But so we were talking about that, but hopefully it's just bacteria, you know, and because it's kind of swollen. If you see his neck, you can see it too. But hopefully it's just bacteria, and he'll get some type of antibiotics or whatever, and take care of it and be back hustling, you know. And like he does his English lessons, he make lessons on his phone and uses his phone. And so I told him he needs to get a printer. So I know he doesn't have one. So I don't know if he's going to ask his Japanese father to get it for him. If he doesn't, then I guess eventually I'll have to buy one for him so he can print up things for his books and, you know, for his material, so his students can have things to take home. unless he just send it to him online, after they give the lesson and stuff, which I told him to do that. It's better to get the email addresses so he can build up a contact list, so just in case if he starts a business or something, or sells something, he can still have those contacts. But but he's a cool dude, young, 26. He looks like he's 17 or 18 or 22 or something like that. It just depends on however you look at him and stuff. And he's real cool, really cheerful guy. Always thinking positive. He said he had a really tough life. And and then also he said he was with his friend, and they were driving or something, and they were talking about his condition. And his Japanese father's friend was there in a car, or maybe they was in a taxi or whatever, and because his friend was with him also, and the Japanese father's friend with him. And so before they got out the car, the Japanese friend gave my friend $100. He was like really surprised, and but like I said, if you guys watch my Do You Love Black Men videos, like I said, the women, they cool and they'll talk to you, but you guys really need to talk to the older people, the Japanese men, because there are a lot of cool people out here, and there really are. And he just, it was just crazy, because he said he was just, after his family member abandoned him, he said that he just was walking down the street, not knowing what to do, where to go, and he just ran into him. It's like if the super supreme being of creations or whatever just sent those people to him and stuff, and even though it's sent the man to him, and it's like, wow. And so he showed me a picture of the guy. He's like in his 60s, but he looked cool, dressed real cool, shades on and stuff, so it's it's really an interesting story, at least, you hear all these